What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Gene. True for the game. Eat the Bone TV with my co-host.
10.
Just 10?
Just 10.
Oh, man. Who we got here today? Just 10.
We have Zook.
Zook. Already, man. My boy Zook. What's up, man? What's up? What's going on?
Thank y'all for having me. Not much. Just trying to push this music thing. That's all.
Yeah, man. How you what avenues are you taking as far as that? First of all, how long you been doing music?
Since 8th grade. I mean, just started writing poetry, and as you grow older, and I was playing sports and shit, so I really didn't even want to do the and I'm good to cussing. I wasn't even really trying to do music, but then after high school was over and ain't no college offers really popping off, then like most of us, we got to figure it out.
I played football for Carter, man, and Carter High School here in Dallas, and man, I was a prospect too, man, but it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like when people putting the little tickets in the thing, you know what I'm saying, to try and win something.
The raffle.
Yeah, you could. Sometimes you couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
It's playing the lottery.
It's playing the lottery, but
that's what I said about music.
Yeah, it's the same, but you know what? What I say about the music is you have the ability to either make it happen or not make it happen. When you playing sports or whatever, you out there busting. I mean, it's the same, but you busting your butt to hope a scout or somebody say, I want him. And like, it's still kind of the same in the music, but you have in your position if you're going to win or fail.
That's why I think I took the route of, not only doing the music, the one stigma that they got against artists is, they do music, but they don't do music business.
Right.
So I don't want to be chasing nobody else's business. I don't want to be being scouted by somebody else. I want to create my own business and sell directly to the consumers, because that's the day and age we're in now.
Yep.
So where are you from? California?
LA County, Altadena, California. My community just last year, y'all heard about the wildfires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Altadena, they talk about Palisades and all of these other places, but the Eaton fires is what they call them. That was really Altadena, and West Altadena is a predominantly Black community where I grew up at, and the fire started like east side of Pasadena, Pasadena where the Rose Bowl is. Started like on the east side of Pasadena, skipped through all the nice houses, hit a few of them, got to West Altadena, the whole community gone.
Wow.
Like to the ground. Like,
and you know what, when you say stuff like that, you feel this with no action.
That's why I say it.
They were intentional though, right? Like somebody, I don't know, I heard somebody was starting the fires, right?
Yes, but then they said that the winds was at 100 miles an hour. That's why they didn't bring the planes in. Like a lot of that stuff was lies.
Like
it
right
wasn't
on the
true.
water.
My house where I grew up at, my family went and took some video. When they get there, like 2 days after, we got marble and granite in the house, everything gone. Like fires don't burn that stuff down. And when they get there, the gas pilot is still blowing fire out the damn thing. So the shit was on purpose. And that's why I say it, because like I say, the east side over on Pasadena and the east side of Altadena, that's majority, others. Once you get to the west side of Altadena, which is us, that shit was gone. And then when they was doing the firefighting, they built a wall, basically. If you look at it on the map, the whole Black community gone, and they basically protected everything else outside of it.
You know what?
And it can happen anywhere.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
Here in Dallas, so the projects, Turner Courts projects, they're not there no more. But Turner Courts projects, where I used to live is in South Dallas, on a street called Bear Street, but it's at the bottom. What I mean by at the bottom, like when you go to Bear Street, it's straight, then it's just a drop. And that's where the projects is, right? In the 80s, the fire department literally flooded.
I knew you was gonna say it.
It was fire trucks and everything there. I'm talking about, and they flooded that whole. You can't get out of there, bro. People died, people drowned, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that was their way of trying to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? So this shit happened all over the world, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to hear that. God,
it's crazy how they do us.
Yeah.
And you know, in my belief, we was here first.
That ain't a belief.
So, you know what I'm saying? So this is, you know, when they use that stolen land phrase, they neglect the fact to say that they stole it from us. And they still stealing it from us.
Yeah. Say, man, we're going to get on this music, but I'm going to say, no, because we can get deep. But what I'm going to say is I was watching something on YouTube the other day. And you know how, I don't know where they from, but you know them, I want to say them English white men that be marching. They have on the black pants, the red, and they have on this big ass fur.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? So do you know where that shit actually came from?
Yeah, you sent that to me.
That's crazy. Like we was actually like the Moors.
Yeah. It was like a tribe.
You know, the tribe. That's how they grew their hair. The black people grew their hair, and that was their crown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they destroyed that part of our history, stole that. And you know what I mean?
Made it into a whole hat.
Made it to a whole hat. Because they shit can't grow like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy, man?
That's crazy.
Man, we get deep over here. This Eat the Bone TV, we talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Not just music. You know what I mean? We cater to that because we want people to know what you're about with your music and everything, and your struggles and yada yada and boom boom. But we get deep over here too, man. What was I gonna say?
What actually brought you to Texas?
So I worked for Los Angeles County in the Parks and Recreation, you know, and my thing was building my community, keeping my community right. You know, I love us.
Yeah.
So my thing was building and growing communities from the ground up. 3, 4, 5-year-old programs I was doing, started doing stuff with the older people, and the county started moving me around. They took me out of my community where I was effective, and they started moving me to other communities. Just so happens I'm effective wherever you put me. So it started to kind of become a beef between, you know, like everything that happened with the fires, how people didn't do the right things. It seems like they want those kind of people in positions. So, you know, about 10 years ago, I started complaining to my wife how much the city was changing, how much the county was changing. It was starting to be crowded. You know, the communities like mine, where it once was all black communities, you know, in my eyes, I was going to grow up and buy a house there. It got gentrified before they burnt it down. So they've been taking it from us the whole time. So the house where I grew up at right now is valued at like $1.5 million. I can't go buy a house in that community no more. So I had to leave the community. And like I say, everywhere we going, it's less of us, you know, where my grandmother, you know, raised my father and everybody in LA and all that stuff. The street don't look the same, you know. It's less of us everywhere we going, and that's not a bad thing. But it's a bad thing when it's not getting, you know, we still gangbanging, we still shooting each other, we still, you know, and I don't mind nobody hustling, but, you know, it's the right way to do stuff, it's the wrong way to do stuff. And a lot of stuff we be doing the wrong way and stuff. So I just started complaining about a lot of stuff. Traffic was too much, you know. I'm the type that when I see us, you know, what's up, bro? You know,
yeah.
I'm what's up, bro, and niggas is mad dogging me, and you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. So it just started to be a lot that it was like, I don't know if I could take it here. And then I had an incident where somebody came onto my property aggressively, and I neutralized the situation.
Yeah, get it.
He got off my property, called the police. I go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the last straw for me, and it was like me and my wife looked at a map, whole United States, and it was, where do we go? And, you know, one of the biggest things for me was I got to be able to protect my family, you know, my family from the South. And this is the way I was raised. Anybody come on your property, and you don't go on nobody else's property playing no games because this could happen to you type shit. So, you know, with that kind of stuff being said, I looked at the map, and literally once I got here, my father's parents is from Houston.
Okay.
So it was a little white dude, sunburned little white dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at this little racist man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Cali, and we told when you get to Texas, it's gonna be racist and that. And it could be, but I left racism. So you can't tell me somewhere else is gonna be more racism than what I just dealt with. So, you know, he came over and we was talking, and I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna be moving, because we was looking at the house. I said, I think I'm gonna be moving out here. I just want to test his temperature. And he said, the good Lord brought you home, huh? And that shit touched me. And it was like, man, like I was judging him off of what I seen, and what he said was so real that he don't even know how real it was. And I was like, that's God talking to me.
Yeah.
So ever since I've been here coming up on 6 years now. And even if, you know, business is successful and I move all over the country, Texas is home. And I don't know if it's from the roots, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case, or it's just the hospitality or the energy, but you know, I'm always gonna be a Cali boy, but Texas is gonna be home for the rest of my life, though.
So, yeah, of course, but I've always wondered, because like I've been in Dallas my whole life, and it's some guys like, nigga, we ain't. I met a lot of that was actually that had moved in here from like Cali. You know, but like, what the gangbanger life there really like? You know what I'm saying?
It's real. I'll say this. Like I said, I'm from Altadena. That's majority Crip neighborhood. If you just go a few blocks down to Pasadena, that's majority Blood neighborhood. And the beef is real. The killing is real. And that's not even speaking on the LA politics and all that, just speaking on home. One thing that I've noticed, though, like I said, I worked in the county. I was at the studio, like I didn't leave the studio till like 7 a.m. one night, and I'm coming back home, going straight to work, and I drive through Pasadena, because you got to drive through Pasadena to get to Altadena. I drive through Pasadena, and it's a black-owned business, and on that black-owned business, it was spray painted, the Crip gang spray painted down in Pasadena. And when I seen it, I work in the parks. You know, it's a lot of activity going on in the parks, so I'm already on point, like, oh, it's gonna be, you know, whatever. I get a few blocks up further to Altadena, and the Pasadena gang wrote on the walls. So in my mind, I already knew, first of all, in my community, we don't tag and gangbang like that no more. So when I seen it, it made me feel like somebody else is doing this.
To start up something.
And that summer, we had, you know, 40-something deaths that summer. You know what I mean? And like I say, I could look at it from the beginning of it happening, and I think it wasn't real. I think some other people manuscripted that kind of shit. So like I say, the killings, the beef, all that's real. But at the end of the day,
everybody kind of stay to themselves.
How did a small clique in LA turn into a worldwide thing where we killing each other?
Right. And you know what I never understood, and this is as I got grown, because believe you me, you know, as a youth, you're very impressionable about what you're around. You know what I'm saying? So what I was around was Bloods. Now, I didn't wake up one day and say, man, I'm going to be a gangbanger. I didn't. But when you around somebody every day of your life, I'm going to school with them, they friends. And then my home wasn't what it should be. So the people I was around became my home. And when that became your family, you just follow suit. You know, and the thing about here is, and if I'm speaking right, I've met some people from LA, they like, bro, to get in the gang, like, yeah, you really gotta, they gonna test you, they gonna beat you the fuck up, or you gonna have to go do something, or yada, yada. And she wasn't like this here. All you had to do was say, nigga, I'm a Blood.
And they accepted you.
And learn to lock up. And that was it. That was it. That was it. Now, to be honest, it was times where we would go out as a clique, catch the bus and go to the West End, and we might see some Crips, and nigga be like, yeah, go whoop that nigga, bro. Shit like that. But it wasn't no situation to be. It wasn't no initiation. It was just like, say, man, look at that nigga whooping. But as I got older, I was like, bro, what was the nigga whooping up on a nigga for? Like, really? Like, really?
Test they hard, test they love. Like, I had to fight to not get put on. Like, you know, we be in the park chilling, and like I say, in the parks is where a lot of stuff going on. And I'm an active kid, so I'm going to play basketball, football, whatever kids are doing. And some of them started gangbang and they putting each other on and we gonna put you on and you're not, but I fought, so I had to fight to not get put on type shit. So
yeah, you know that's crazy. It's all good. So speaking of that, and then we just gonna go into you. Speaking of that, what the gangbang? What do you feel about rap artists? We ain't gotta say no names, but rap artists, whether Crips or Bloods, who's bringing that shit into the music industry?
I'm a big believer in don't shit where you lay your head. You know what I mean? So I think there's so much negativity that goes with that.
Mm-hmm.
One, you're cutting off half of your potential fan base alone. Mm-hmm. Two, we got enough negativity. You know, gangbanging is gonna be in the hood no matter what them rappers is doing.
Yeah.
Three, once y'all real rappers, y'all not really gangbanging no more.
Right.
So that's the part that always gets me, that y'all pushing, like, you know, to see somebody like, and you said no names.
I mean, you can
I know, but I don't want to say no names because, again.
I mean, I look, so when I say, I'm like, Wayne.
And that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I'm saying like from the first time I ever heard Nipsey Hussle, I knew he was a Crip because he said it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that vouch for him. But what I'm saying is the first time I ever heard Cash Money and Lil Wayne, I didn't hear no blood shit. And if you go back and you look at some of them old videos, the niggas was wearing blue rags.
Yeah. Snoop a Crip, right? Too?
Yeah, Snoop. I'm saying I don't speak on them because I believe like Snoop really came from that background. Yeah. I believe Nipsey Hussle really came from that background. I believe Game really came from that background. But what I'm saying, and I know I'm gonna meet the nigga one day, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm saying is I've always been a Cash Money fan. And I remember when BGs and Lil Wayne's, when they was kids, hot boys, the niggas had on blue rags in videos. And then all of a sudden, niggas was so whooping and blooding. And I'm saying like just us watching y'all history, y'all wasn't gangbangers.
I think Mac 10 took that over there. But speaking on Nip, like Nip was banging. We used to perform out in Hollywood at Club Gaba with Rick Hard and Nipsey and the Crenshaw boys would come through. And that's before nobody was doing it. And you knew they was Crips. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at them. You didn't have to hear the lyrics and all that. And the one thing that I give him is he at least tried to elevate it past the gangbang.
Right.
He still took a lot of that gangbanging shit in it, and that's kind of what cost him his life, which that's what we got to get away from. And also, you know, keeping it real can be a hard thing for you too, because you want to stay in your community. You want to build businesses and give back to your community, but when you see shit like that,
can you really? And you be around like you could do it, but you physically can't be there. That's kind of like.
Did y'all go ahead?
How I feel, like you want to give back, you can build this, put this in there or whatever, but you physically, you can't be there no more.
Wow. You know why? And I'm telling you know why. Because, you know, when you get money, it only elevates the person you already was. So if you was a broke nigga trying to do for your community, when you get rich, you gonna do for your community. Yep. And then you got people that watch that don't like that.
Hating on you.
They were hating you when you was broke. You know what I'm saying? And so then when you go to the what's that thing that what's that podcast that Nori do?
Drink Champs.
It's shit like that. Do you know what was it? A week or 2 weeks before Dolph got murdered, he told that nigga, like, bro, you rich. You made it. You need to get the fuck out the hood. And, you know, the shit that's crazy is, this the sad part about it. You can be the nigga that get the money, that's doing things to elevate the hood. Feeding the hood, school supplies, yada, yada, yada. And it's good, but it's a motherfucker somewhere that's like, bitch ass nigga.
That wake up. It's people that wake up on bullshit.
I did a backpack giveaway for my community last year when I started my tours. Started in LA. Did a backpack giveaway at the park I grew up at. And literally I got people trying to link up to do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm one of them. I don't mind other shit, but I'm really on some other shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now my name got to be in the hood. Like, oh, I was trying to meet up with him and he ain't even want, you know what I mean? So it's like we can't do right even when we try to do right.
It's crazy. Well, you know, yada 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 boom. So, first of all, tell me what this is.
That's a gift box for y'all. You know, that's the label, my music label, Hilltop Music.
Okay.
Got some merch in there, got a little bit of everything that we got going on. Trying to push the label, I think for me is, you know, because everybody ain't gonna like your art.
Right.
And the thing is, I love music. I love our music. And I know when I was younger, I had such a hard time getting my music out there. And then when I was starting to finally create the music, I had to have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And then I had a son, and then I was a single father, and I couldn't go do stuff like this when I wanted to. I couldn't go perform when I wanted to. I couldn't go do a tour and leave home for more than a week because I only got that much vacation time. So pushing the business and trying to get some other artists and get them out there and get them on the road. And, you know, if it worked, then it worked. If it don't, then at least they know to just like me. And that's where I'm at right now, where all the music I put out, this is my 5th album, the Hell Official album. But all the other music I put out, I'll put it out and go back to work. So now I want to know, shit, is the music good or you know, whatever the case.
So you released, you said the 5th album?
Yeah.
What platforms are they on?
They on all the social streamings, the YouTube, the Spotify, Apple.
Because I'm a music head too, bro. You know, and I've only heard you and seen you perform once over at the Decker shop with my sister Too Sweet. You know what I'm saying? I don't really I don't really like that night either. Punk ass DJ.
Yeah, but the mic.
All that buzz,
didn't work for
fucking recorded mic. Nothing against Sweet or the establishment, but that DJ wasn't on point. Anyways, but you know what? And that's crazy. Speaking of that, as an artist trying to come up in the game, sometimes you run into bullshit like that. My label is Red Records Entertainment. I'm a solo artist, Mr. Jen. But shout out to Soldier Root and Sir Papa. They're my group members. We have a group called GPS. Jen, me, P, Papa is Soldier.
I'll be saying y'all represent.
Yeah, we know the way. So, but we had a big show in Houston. And this is, and one thing I'll say about this is all homework, it's all learning. Sometimes you're going to run into some bullshit, but I don't like it, but I don't look at it as fuck that whole ass. I look at it as a learning curve.
Yeah.
You know, all right, I see what's going on. But we had a situation, I mean, bro, and we spent money to make it to that show. You know, shit, I spent $400 on the suit because it was supposed to be like,
it was black tie.
Black tie. I spent $400 on 2 suits. No. I bought an all black suit and a denim suit. You know what I'm saying? Red bottom shoes. We was in that motherfucker. And we sat up, bro, and we hollered at the DJ. You got the music? Yeah, I got the music. Yeah, boom. All right, put us, when y'all want to go on, put us on like number 6. We don't want to go first and we don't want to go last. Put us on like number 6. Lip Flip was there. Point Blank was there. There was a lot of, you know, little celebrities from the H-Town. And so, come to find out, you got the MC who's actually like, coming to the stage. And then you got the DJ who's crewing the music. But somehow I feel like these motherfuckers over here hustling.
They accepting money.
They hustling.
Yeah, they do.
Because I'm like, hey, bro. He like, yeah, man, y'all going on after this group. I'm like, cool. So I go tell my guys, hey, y'all, get ready. We're going after this act. And then the motherfucker get off stage. And I'm like, y'all ready? Yeah. We walking up, coming to the stage, so-and-so. And I'm like, and they looking at me like, what the fuck going on? I'm like, maybe he made a mistake. Maybe we going after this motherfucker. So it's like 7, 8, 9 performances. I said 6. We had like 10 performances. I'm like, and then I go holler at the nigga. I'm like, bro, you said you gonna put on? He's like, man, these niggas over here paying the DJ. That's what the MC niggas say. Mm-hmm. But you the MC. You who we talking to. So you the one bringing people on stage. You could say easily, yeah, GPS coming to the stage. You and this motherfucker working together, bro.
Yeah, I done had some shows. Matter of fact, where I was talking about earlier, where we were seeing it at. And we all together, but we all solo artists.
Yeah.
So one of us would get the crowd going. Once the crowd going, we set up to all go in a row. Once the crowd going, he'd sneak somebody in between us. What's going on? He wouldn't even say that nobody paid us. Oh, I my bad and all this stuff. And then we, after a while, we start realizing, we seen it. And I get it. You got to make your money at the same time, but at the same time, you still got to run your business the way you got to run your business,
And yeah, man, that's it. That situation, I've been in that situation before. But my guys, they was like, man, this fuck this shit. And they showed it. It's on camera. Like when we finally got to the fucking stage, when I send DJs music, if we're gonna do 3, it might just say like, I'm finna do a song called Go Go. That bitch say number 1, Go Go. Number 2, Fed Up. Number 3, Make It. Like, it's there on your fucking computer. I say, do it in order. You start with the last song. I'm like, no, bro, you didn't. And so and then we don't want to fuck up for the crowd. So, but I got this show thing set up, formulated on purpose to go this way. But you just started the last song, and they looking at me. I'm like, roll with it. So we rapping, and then the motherfucker music just stopped. Another song come on. I'm like, the whole shit was just fucked up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It'd be almost seeming like sabotage.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And so my dude soldier was like, hey, bro, man, what the fuck you doing? That ain't the right shit. And all this shit on camera. And I'm looking at him like, go with it. But the crazy thing is, one of the members from Fifth Ward Boys was there. The Pussy Weed and Alcohol was there. And it was some more motherfuckers that was there. So we did our shit and we finally got through it. And when we finally got to do our shit and rock it, motherfuckers was like,
rocking with y'all.
And when we got off stage, motherfuckers was, keep in mind, bro, it was so many people there that would Lil Flip performed, a whole group of some other niggas performed, Point Blank performed. But when we finally got to do our shit, motherfuckers was like, man, y'all niggas from Dallas. Motherfucking DJs, not that DJ, but other DJs and the Fifth Ward Boys, niggas was like, say, bro, I'm from H-Town, bro, to the heart. But y'all killed all that shit. And all them niggas from H-Town, bro.
That's what's up. So let me ask you, like, because I know in, like, Cali, like, LA, and LA got so much shit, they don't really fuck with nobody else. Mm-hmm. Then you got, like, San Diego, they kind of stay to themselves. You got the Bay Area, they kind of stay to themselves. So, like, nobody in Cali really kind of mingles.
Right, I get it.
Is it the same way here in Texas?
I'm going to say this, bro. Oh, this is sad. So right now, I guess in Dallas, well, let me not go there first. I've been rapping since 86, bro. I'm 49. I used to live in Houston. And one thing I can say is rest in peace to Lil Fella. That's my dog from Houston that I used to rock with. And he would introduce me to a lot of niggas. I done met Pow Wow. Pow Wow come to her granny house. I met Pow Wow. I done met Scarface. I done Willie D. All them niggas, bro. One thing I'll say about H-Town, they don't even have to like each other. Physically want to beat each other brains out. But one thing they got is them motherfuckers gonna work together for the common goal. And the common goal is a check, bro.
Yeah.
Man, all the motherfuckers million Zero, Trader Truth, Lil O, Scarface, Slim Thug, ESG, Lil Kiki. I can keep going. All the motherfuckers might not sit at the table and physically eat a plate together, but they gonna eat together, bro. And them niggas, that's the come and go. When I got there, it was a north side, south side beef. Gonna eat together, bro, regardless. Dallas, talking about new Dallas, and I don't even like to say the word, but I'm not talking about new Dallas. I'm gonna say old Dallas. No, niggas ain't fuck with each other, bro.
Everybody for themselves.
Niggas ain't fuck with each other. You might get you a circle. You might hook up with another artist, and y'all have a common goal, and y'all become cool, and y'all fuck with each other. But nah, niggas ain't fuck with each other right now. Right now, these young niggas, the new Dallas niggas, they making sure it's a conglomerate or whatever, and they working together and they getting money together. And the only thing, and I'm telling you now, I got to keep saying this. I support the new Dallas, but where I get like, what the fuck, is you got niggas from the old scene of Dallas who are heavy hitters, bro, who actually have songs and names to keep going, but instead of pushing their own wave, I'm gonna go over there and fuck with the new Dallas niggas. Which nothing is wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, bro, you have a whole road. You got a whole road. You got a road yourself. You don't even have to go over there, bro. But I support the new Dallas. I'm an old Dallas nigga, bro. Yo.
So is that from like internal beef, like neighborhoods clicked off, or is it just like, I don't know, I'm sorry.
North Dallas, South
you got the North Dallas, you got the South Dallas niggas, you got the Oak Cliff niggas, you got the Funky Town niggas, quiet as kept. Funky Town niggas and they fuck with each other, but they don't. They don't. Funky Town is so when people come to Dallas, it's called Dallas Fort Worth because it's one thing. But the Fort Worth niggas, they separate themselves. Shout out to them. I fuck with them. You know, I'm in Fort Worth every day. Quiet as kept. But it's just people got their own situations, you know. And if motherfuckers, you got certain gatekeepers in the city, bro. You do. A lot of gatekeepers in the city. But if them so-called gatekeepers, I don't consider them
radio station.
Yeah, I don't consider them. But you know, you got certain promoters, managers, gatekeepers, all of them gatekeepers. But if all these motherfuckers sat down and said, bro, let's just win. Boy, everybody in this motherfucker will be rich.
Because that's a lot of talent.
That's what I've been noticing, you know, from Houston here, San Antonio, Austin. I'm seeing so much talent, and I'm like,
bro, it's a lot,
and it's a lot of Texas love. So I'm like, shit, if y'all was just Texas and just all got together, it'd be Texas and fuck everybody else. Shit,
bro, Texas so big, and it's so much. This the crazy shit. Texas so real that all the fucking celebrities and everybody that's huge, they come to this motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to.
And the thing that bothers me though, bro, I'm not talking about the individual niggas that's getting money, but like if we did this shit as a whole, bro, like, so before all the southern region of music, when you thought of music, you thought of New York. Yeah. Because that's where all the huge labels was, right? Yeah. All the huge labels, you thought of New York or California. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's where all the huge celebrities and artists was coming from, right? But Texas so big and so talented. If motherfuckers said, let's do this, all this shit, yeah, it couldn't even, but I'm saying business, right? It couldn't even match this.
No.
You know, I'm just saying, cause like when I grew up to East Coast rap. That's all we had. And then the West Coast came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the South finally got a sound. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went. But, man, fuck all this shit, bro.
How you come up with Hell Official?
The original title, I was trying to go with something like polar opposites, because I wanted to do like the street side and the business side. I kind of wanted to intertwine. Like I'm a Gemini, it's Gemini season, so shout out to the Geminis out there. So I wanted to kind of do a Gemini type of theme, and Gemini season was kind of something that I was going with because like the polar opposites was kind of too big and people may not understand it. So I was gonna do Gemini season. So we looked it up and somebody else had did it. And a lot of stuff I was doing, I was putting my logo on it, like with the, I would say Hustler, and they got the logo on it. So I was like, shit, I kind of want to do something and put the logo on it just to kind of keep it going. And it was like after, we maybe 6-8 songs in it. And once we did the No Smoke song, I was like, man, this shit is official.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it's hella official. It's hella, and it was like, I just grew from there. And you be trying to coin a phrase and shit, but it ain't sticking. But it ain't just official; it's hell official. So that's my phrase.
Real talk, hell official.
Okay. So what's your go-to type of music you like to write?
Like to write, I really just whatever the beat is. Like my writing process is like the whole album is done by just like 2 in-house producers, and all of the tracks they would send me, I wouldn't even listen to them before I started writing to them. So I would kind of just put the headphones on my first listen and kind of just freestyle to it. So my kind of go-to is just whatever I'm feeling, whatever the music is telling me to go to. After getting so deep in the project, I got this, I got that. Yeah. So the one thing that I did notice is I don't really got club. Like even I go through my catalog, I don't got too much club music. So I think I like cerebral music. I like to make people think.
Right.
People be using the double entendres. I say this album is full of quadruple entendres and shit like that. So it's one of those. You listen to it. You listen to it again. You listen to it again. Every time you listen to it, you're going to hear it in a different way.
Yeah,
so that's what my go-to is just trying to be creative and like paint a movie. Like that's what the goal was to make a movie out of a CD.
Yeah, that's perfect. So I guess so in a nutshell like this, cause this is a piggybacking, it's the same shit. When you think of a Scarface, right? Now he got some female-ish songs. He got some, what's that? The song with him and Tila, where walking through the mall, try it. Whatever, female songs.
Must be used to all the finer things.
Yeah, that but overall, even though he got those songs, when you think of a Scarface, you think of a deep ghetto poet, ghetto boom boom. When you think of a UGK, even though they can hit you with High Life, which is a deep song, club, you know what I'm saying? When you think of I guess that's what I'm trying to paint. So when a motherfucker say Zook, what you think of them analyzing your albums, your careers, what would they say? Would they say, oh man, that's an old club nigga, or that's a deep nigga, or that's a motherfucker that blah, blah, blah? What would they say?
I like what you said when you said the ghetto poet, but I don't want to take that because you put that on Scarface. So for me, I would say, like I said, more cerebral. And the lyricist title kind of got to be given to you.
Yeah. So
I don't want to say nothing like that, but like I say, I like to make people think. So a deep rapper is kind of cool. What I would go with.
I got you. Yeah.
So is the project already out or it's coming?
Yeah, it's done. March 20th was the release date. Okay. And trying to learn the business, I was supposed to do my rollout and all that stuff. But I was so excited to get the music out. I was like, shit, I'm not like Drake where they looking for the release date and they can't wait for the date.
Yeah.
So no matter how much I roll out, it still ain't gonna really be like what somebody like Drake can do. Yeah. So I just wanted to get the music out, and then now I'm on my rollout to let people know it's there.
It's here. Yeah.
So I got a tour coming up in September, East Coast, Midwest, pretty much the whole month of September. So just trying to get it out there.
Okay. Okay.
My goddamn
do
baby
you have
died.
any hits like how many hits? I mean
Singles.
Singles that you pushing out.
So
the
the
album.
first single of the album is Out of Bounds. That one actually it's in the media database right now. So I mean, if people want to request it, please call your radio stations or whatever your Sirius radio or whatever it is. Request Zook, Out of Bounds. That's the first single. And it's funny because, you know, as artists, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the single. This is gonna be the single. Right. I done made the radio edit and all this stuff. I got it all up on Spotify and everything. And then, you know, you want other people's opinions. So I got a group of DJs together, and Out of Bounds was actually the last song that I chose for them to listen to. So I gave them 4 songs, and I said, well, I got enough time to slide the 5th one in there. So I slid the 5th one in there, and that's the one they ended up choosing. And
that, you know, I was gonna say, a lot of times us as artists, we sit in the studio and we write countless songs. But then you'll write one and you be like, oh, this it. I'm gonna push the shit out of this. But it might have been 20 songs previous that you recorded that motherfuckers be like, so a lot of times you have to listen to the consumers, you know, because you're making music, what you feel. And that's why I don't have a certain topic or whatever, but I just make my music and I put it out. And it's been a couple of songs where I'm like, this the one, I'm gonna push the shit out of it. And the motherfucker receiving this bitch I dropped 2 years ago hard. So then sometimes you have to backtrack and say, well, you know, this is my whole catalog. This is stuff I produced. So I might like this, but 10,000 motherfuckers like that. So I gotta go and, you know, push that, but I'm still gonna work with this, but I gotta push that because, hey, that's where your paper trail might come from.
And the other part for me was, you know, the process is, it took me maybe, because I was on tour for a portion of recording the album, so I wasn't just bang, 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 song after song. So like I said, it maybe was a 6 to 9 month process to get it done. And about 2 months into the process, we did No Smoke, which, like I said, when we did it, it was like, okay, yeah, this might be a single or blah, blah, blah. But it was so early in the process. And then we did so many other songs like, oh, it's going to be that one. It's going to be that one. And now here we are at the end of everything. You know, a lot of the feedback that I'm getting from the album is, yeah, No Smoke is one of them songs. So that's actually going to be the next single, No Smoke. But again, with that one, by the time the album was done, I was kind of burnt out on it. It's like, oh, yeah, that's one of them old ones. But it's not old to nobody who ain't heard it yet.
So you got to keep doing it over and over and over again.
So how did you, Zook, right?
Zook, yeah.
Zook?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that name?
I didn't.
And what's the meaning?
I didn't. And that's I'm so thankful for that, because if I didn't have a nickname, you know, I think nicknames kind of got, you earn a nickname, or you, like a lyricist, you can't title yourself. So if I wasn't Zook, I would probably just be Marcus Anderson or some weird shit. So my dad used to work for YMCA before I was born, and his nickname was Godzilla. So if you older, no offense, I'm older too. So, but you know, Godzilla had a baby.
Yeah.
Godzuki.
Yeah.
So when I was born, they called me Godzuki, and you know, the older you get, you start growing out the God and the Zuki shit. So it just was Zook. And when I turned 21, I was like, you know, I'm grown now. I'm tired of people calling me. And you know, everybody know me as Zook. You know, community, family, the neighborhood. Like, you know, I'm Marcus. You know what I mean? Like in music, you could call me Zook. I'm not an artist yet. So come to find out, people that I didn't even know, you know, people that used to call me Marcus are still calling me Zook. And I'm like, you know, I can't get away from it. That's artistically, and that's the hard part, is as an artist, I'm Zook. And, you know, as an artist, you know, you could be out the box and you could talk crazy, but I'm still a businessman. Yeah. So I still have to, every time I wake up, I leave the house as Marcus Anderson. And if I get an opportunity to be Zook, then I can be Zook. But, you know, for the most part, I got to represent the company, and like I say, I got to represent other artists and stuff like that. But Zook is a wild boy.
So the label, is that your label?
That's my label, yes.
When did you establish that label?
At the end of 2024, I had an album that I did. My only son had passed away, and I got married, and I was done with music. It was just working and all that. And then when he passed away, I still have my studio stuff. I would just record just to keep my mind right. And I had so much music, and I started to like, I never really listened to it, and I started to like it. So I sent it to Ali, who produced this album, and he, it was, when you record, this stuff scattered all over the place.
Yeah.
So he cleaned it up, and he actually had it sounding good. And I was like, I really want to put this out, for anybody who may want to, who went through something and may want to hear some stuff. And my whole thing was, if I put it out, I have to put it out as a business.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had already had my other business where I was doing the real estate type of development. And that's what I said. I'm going to start a business and put it out. And I started my business and put the album out. But the Hell Official album is the first album that's released by Hilltop Music.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to YouTube, man, because I ain't never done this before, but I want to see one of your videos. You got some videos on YouTube, right? Or what, music or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't know if you want to go to the latest video. I got like 8 videos I'm waiting to be done with right now.
What should I type in? What's on there now?
You can go to you can go to Zook. The last video is Soul Windows.
Soul Windows?
Yeah.
All right, space.
So go to Zook Soul Windows. And that's off the last album, like I'm saying, where it was more or less me just getting stuff off my chest just for me. Like, if other people like it, they like it, but it was all for me, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do things for your own type of therapy.
Well, it was definitely therapy, and I didn't think it would lead to a business, and
that's you right there.
There you go.
Man, so I ain't never done this, y'all, and I just want to push play. I want to check it out. My boy Zook.
And you felt these adjustments before in your childhood and your education before they spilled out in this piece of music.
These arms. Ever since I can remember, and even when I first started to take piano lessons, I felt it then. You know I speak from the heart, so gifted. Trying to figure out what it is, but I missed it. Trying to figure out what it is, what I did, what I didn't. Trying to get it in, too concerned with trying to fit in. Trying to win, not thinking about my sinning. But still I'm trying to change the world with my written. Facing hills while making my own rules up. Having a hard time just walking my own shoes up. Trying to fiddle, man, moving off adrenaline. Watch the way the tides sway like a pendulum. And I don't gotta be from a gang the way I'm killing them. And I ain't talking about drilling them. Still they feeling them from what I'm telling them. More up and down my life than the letter M. That ain't defining him. Still applying and I'm climbing hills. The climbing fails, finding wins even in my L's.
Okay,
I like my music is the essence of my being.
Got Nina Simone right there.
That it is
what type of shit, bro?
that I have a reason that there's.
And this whole album is no cussing.
Okay.
And on this particular plan,
underhanded as I speak so candid. Even though my life didn't go the way I mapped it out, it's so sporadic, but don't panic. Still got time in the game to change the plan up. I got a hand up. The question that I'm asking is the deep state really in control of the masses? Yeah, luckily I rap with passion. Chuck D and 88 still making classics. Music blasting. Turn off the radio, it's acid for the brain. Aims distraction. Broadcasting and hurts made to attack you. That's why the hoods we be acting up. It's all part of the plan to be suspecting us. Georgia guys stones, ain't no white black in this. Every day, pray, don't take it for granted. And if you don't fight, you lose the rest of this planet.
music to me
That's funny. That's what we was talking about at the beginning. Like,
to me is important. It communicates to something to someone. It is not just a song. It's something that says something to someone. It's very much like poetry or a good play, something that communicates and gets into the soul of people.
Lately, I've been faced with challenges, but I'm a man, I can show you how to handle this. No time for disadvantages, whatever it is, just pick up and move past it. Set the plan in action and fast enough, cause the ride is bumpy, gotta gas it up. Pile it in, let's lead a plantation, and together we can take back our nation. It's all preservation, devil in the details and hesitation. God is preparation, now let's demonstrate it. And even if you hate it, let's make America great. We can debate it. Land of the free, home of the brave, where you can make it. Where you got the right to dream, don't let them take it. Where you can come from the source of the major. The world is in your hands, just don't forget your prayers.
Yeah. Say, I'm fucking with that for real. So,
yeah, like I say, that whole album was just on some all positive. Like I said, I didn't want to be cussing. I didn't want to be talking about, like this one, it's a actual movie in my brain. So if I'm talking about violence, whatever, it goes with the theme of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I'm rocking with that, man. We're gonna have to, off screen put some product together, man. I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed that. My boy, Bushy in the background, Mr. Oak Cliff, he done popped in here. Say, what he said? What his lips say? What his lips said?
I said I'm not here.
Nah, you heard. I ain't already said you here, bro. We got my so I'm gonna do it like this. My boy Zook. Can I fix it? Didn't you just see me fix it?
Go ahead, you fixed it.
What you said?
Go ahead.
Y'all just 10 on some bullshit. But man, I'm enjoying this conversation because it's been real, and that's my type of music, you know what I'm saying? And I just like, and then that's just what I say, and I know you versatile, so you got all type like you spoke.
You like to turn it up?
I did.
You're supposed to be introducing Bushy.
No. What I was actually doing is I was reiterating some of the stuff we talked about. So, cause we got a person in the live audience, and I was gonna see if he wanted to ask the question or something, but he can't ask the question. We don't know nothing. My boy been on it. My boy from Cali. You know what I'm saying? He been down here in Texas 6 years. Matter of fact, I said like this. He basically said like where he from, you got this place over here. LA, this place, what'd you say, Sacramento, they just kind of like rock with each other. The Bay Area kind of just rock with each other. And he asked, was Texas like that? And I was like, yay, nay, back in the days, it was all individual, but now we got the new Dallas, a lot of people trying to rock together, you know what I'm saying? And so he was asking that question about like,
is everybody separated or do we work together as Texas?
The question I was gonna ask him though was, what is the difference in the music culture in California as a whole, and from what you've seen the 6 years you've been here?
Damn. So like what you were saying, like it's an old LA and then it's a new one. So the new shit is more kind of on the club shit, on the
hype.
Yeah. So I'm not really from that generation, so I'm gonna just speak from a whole, from the way I see it to answer it. So I don't want to answer this for everybody, just from where I stand, where the music was more geared to the streets. Like if you wasn't representing a set, if you wasn't talking about some beef, some shooting somebody type of shit, it really didn't get a lot of traction. Now you can kind of be on some party type shit, and the little youngsters that they got Bloods in Crip neighborhood wearing red, and the Bloods wear blue now. Like it done got wild with the new LA. So I will say it's good in the sense of they having more fun with each other than we did back in my day or whatever. But I will say, even with the music, it still gotta have that you know, even if it's club party shit, you still gotta have that negative side.
Shoot 'em up, bang, bang,
Yeah,
shit.
it's still
Yeah,
gotta be
it's
there.
crazy.
And I think that's probably everywhere with our
I was
music.
gonna say it sounds similar.
Yeah, it sounds
It
similar.
sounds similar.
Cause the crazy shit is you can make some club shit, but if it ain't most of the motherfuckers walking in the club right now, you know what I'm saying, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, you know, in this time and age of music, if it ain't this, if it ain't that, if it ain't boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. It's just another song on.
I was about to say, remember, like you were saying, the East Coast had it and the West. So there was a time where you could sound like where you was from.
Right.
Once Atlanta started getting it, you had to almost sound like, and Fat Joe said it a long time ago, you got to sound like the South. So he started rapping Southpaw.
Yeah.
So once Atlanta got it, then it seemed like everybody, like even the West Coast still got that kind of Atlanta vibe to it.
Yeah.
So the whole question is, who gonna have it next?
Right.
And truthfully, I think it's Texas.
Yeah. And like I was.
But the whole thing is it going to be a Houston or Dallas, or is it just going to be a Texas?
Now let me ask y'all this: what is Detroit considered? Because they got their own wave too.
They got their
Detroit
wave.
is cause I fuck with Detroit.
Michigan, that's like north.
Yeah, I fuck with Detroit.
So would that be considered West Coast rap?
No.
Nah, they closer to the East
No,
Coast.
closer to the
They
East.
close to the
That's
East.
gonna be one of the stops I'm gonna stop in this year.
Yeah. We went to Detroit, didn't we?
Yeah,
But that's
Yeah.
they like the lyricist type shit. That's
Yeah.
what they on, like, you know, the Royce the 5'9" and
Yeah.
you know, the whole Slim Shady clique and all them.
Yeah, that's all Detroit shit. They
But they do got a street scene too, though.
They do.
we was damn
I
near
like
on
Ice
5
Lil
Mile.
Izzo
We
and
was
all
on
them,
5
you know what
Mile.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, man, I can't think of his name right now. I can't think. OMPD Peasy,
Mm-hmm.
OMB Peasy or something like that. He alright too. They got some cats up there that's really doing their thing, but it's kind of like they got their own lane.
They
know
do.
what I'm saying?
They do.
I don't know if they could be considered the East or West or South or like, you know what I'm saying?
If they commercial, they gonna call it East. If they like the independent artists, the ones that's making the wave right now, they just gonna be Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they the ones, ain't them the ones that had the Detroit fuck everybody else?
Yeah. Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah.
Say, man, I tell you, when it comes to artistry, man, you know, that's the crazy shit. It's kind of like in music now, it'd be like a wave type shit, right? You can be your independent artist, but what I see a lot of artists do is, oh, that nigga popping, that nigga took off. Let's do what that nigga did. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you lose your own entity or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't knocking it, but I see a lot of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people trying to run.
But it's only a wave.
It's a wave, but what I'm saying, why that wave winning, and I think a lot of people lose at that too, because you can try and run into that wave and you get a little traction, but then niggas thought that nigga was a copycat, or that nigga was this, or that nigga was that. And
being that you from California, who was some of the people that influenced you that way?
Rap wise, shit. My first rap tape my mom's boyfriend gave to me was NWA, and that was the Straight Outta Compton, and I was like 10. So, my older cousins, I heard Freaky Tales for the first time.
Hey, shout!
I recorded the little mini tape thing. Recorded that shit next to the thing, and I was walking around with 10 years old off that time.
Shout, man. Freaky T.
In high school, I heard Brother Lynch Hung for the first time.
Man.
Hold up, bro. Yeah. Nigga, yeah.
So, you know, E40.
You remember EBK all day?
Captain Saberhold. Like, once I heard Captain, I was in 9th grade when I heard Captain Save a Hole.
That's the Bay Area.
I couldn't even rap on beats, so to me that shit was so hard. But a lot of people wasn't even liking it back then. Yeah, and I've been on, 40 was before Brother Lynch. Oh yeah, and so them was my favorite artists in high school.
Right now, bro, right now. Nigga down there 60, but you know what I'm saying? I'm watching a nigga with the flashy cars and the little Benz, you know what I'm saying?
And he's still him. He's still
busting
from the Federal album, man. He's still the same person.
Dude. Yeah, bro. And they receiving it though, but that's crazy. Cause sometimes, you know what? I say it a lot of times.
History repeats itself.
But I said a lot in one of my raps. I said, fuck if I get on late. At least the nigga got his own plate.
Yeah.
So I ain't tripping if I get on late. Like nigga, I'm 49, I ain't ashamed to say this shit, but I bust a nigga ass when it comes to this rap. But like right now, bro, they paying attention. And I ain't tripping.
Well, the thing is, I think we have the era where, one, if you look at any other culture, no other culture is driven, whether it's musically or philosophy-wise, by the 30s and unders. No other culture is driven off of that. Why would we be that culture to let the 21-year-olds tell us what's in fashion, how we should view the ops? We the ones supposed to be telling them that type of shit. Right. So I think we're starting to get to a point where we don't want to hear that bullshit no more from them little kids who ain't lived nothing, they ain't experienced nothing. Yeah. And you got motherfuckers that's in their 40s spitting like a motherfucker like 40, like you said, he older than you, but he could be your daddy damn near shit. Yeah. And we can fuck with them still, and it don't gotta be just because they was with a label or nothing like that. Because you can see a motherfucker just now hopping into rapping, and this nigga been in the streets, been in jail his whole life. Nigga nice though. Yeah. We gonna fuck with him now, especially with the social media shit. They can't lock us out like they used to.
I think there's a certain void for substance.
It is. Shit, I'm trying to fill it, but you know, one indie motherfucker ain't gonna do it on his own. So it that gotta be the way.
It gotta be the way.
You know what I look at, like when it comes to that, is all the, we'll say, so-called lyrical, real music making motherfuckers who've been through some shit or whatever. And this is me saying this. This is my opinion. The same, and I gotta keep reiterating, I have nothing against them young niggas that's doing their thing.
Me neither.
I have nothing. Bro, man, my hats off, kudos, boom, boom. But you know what? It be some old niggas who still fired in a motherfucker who is like, I'm gonna go be a part of that. When we could build our own motherfucking shit as some old motherfuckers, the same way these young niggas do it, and motherfuckers gonna receive it.
It's just the age.
It's just the first thing motherfuckers gonna do is this. You said it in one of your raps. I listened to it the other day, Booster. They like, this old nigga on this, I don't know the line you said, but this old nigga on here going in.
Who is this old ass nigga? He really going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, that's gonna be the question.
Yeah.
Who is this old nigga? He really going.
Yeah.
Why we can't, bro, and I keep saying it. I've been putting it on my shirts, but people ain't been paying attention. They been saying, what the fuck is on? But if I put YN on there, you know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
But why when I put ON on that bitch, you don't know I'm saying old nigga. Yeah. I'm an old nigga. I'm not a YN. I got YNs as kids.
That's right.
I fuck with YNs. I got a studio. They come in here and rap all the time. Bro, I would never in my life chastise a nigga for what he do to make $1, bro. I never will, bro. Because anything you do that can change the footing you in. I ain't just talking about going out here robbing niggas and killing niggas. I'm talking about music-wise. If you want to get on the track and say, you know, nigga drill on a nigga, pop a nigga, but, you know, in real life, that's not an actor. It's not an actor. The only thing is, when old niggas rap that shit, we speaking from experience.
Yeah.
We've been through that shit. We ain't with that shit no more. The only thing I hate about the young niggas, bro, is y'all niggas got the room to be something and take care of y'all families. But y'all don't actually have to be out here doing that shit.
Nah.
You talking, bro.
Nah. But see, we got to set the path for them though. Because if we still talking that same shit, why wouldn't they?
Yep.
Especially if, I don't want to say it like it's an age thing, but if more mature artists start getting the wave, that's going to make them have to become more mature artists. And the other thing that people is going to have to notice is that there's always been gates up blocking certain people from getting in the game. Them gates are starting to come down.
Yeah.
So now them real niggas that was blocked out 20 years ago, they still got it. And shit, it's a platform for them. So you're going to have to honor these, especially when there's some substance there. We going to have to start honoring.
You know what I just seen the other day on YouTube? You remember nigga CJ Mac? You ain't nothing but a powder puff.
Yeah.
But that nigga got a new video. That nigga whole shit white.
Yep.
But that nigga shit white, bro. But that nigga on that bitch like, yeah, nigga, I'm still him, bro. That nigga hit. See, a lot of people knew I'm powder puff. That's how they knew.
Yeah.
It's like that opening for a motherfucker. But when you listen to that album, the nigga was on that bitch rapping. That nigga just dropped some shit the other day. I'm talking, that nigga shit ain't great. That nigga shit this color, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga like, boom.
Santa Claus.
Hitting that bitch. And I said, my nigga came out of nowhere, bro. No promotion, no nothing, bro. Do you know the last time I heard CJ Mac, I was standing on fucking Altoona in Ledbetter, bro. Across from the Miss Birds.
Yeah.
That's where I was staying. Bro, that was like 25, 26, 27 years ago. Powder puff. But that nigga just came out so, you know what, bro? And I speak this, bro. It ain't no age limit, bro. When motherfuckers start saying, like, oh, bro, a nigga getting older, them distractions, bro. You beating yourself up. Yeah. You beating yourself up. It ain't a nigga telling you too old. You're telling yourself, man, these niggas ain't gonna receive this shit. Nah,
and
bro.
it could be somebody saying it because I have heard people say it. Like, you shouldn't be rapping after 20. If you ain't made it by 25, 30, you need to
Hey, watch this bush.
Like, I heard
Watch this bush. That nigga say, I'm 49. Why that nigga still rapping? I reply, why you 56 and say you still trapping? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
You got old niggas out here still selling dope. Don't ask me why I'm rapping,
So
nigga.
now look, I got another question for you, Zook. She just said something interesting that made me think of this. Okay, so if somebody says if you haven't made it by a certain
Bro, come
age,
sit on the couch, bro.
You should
Come
be able to.
Come sit on the couch, bush and shit. You ain't here now, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, if somebody comes and they say, if you hadn't made it by the time you became a certain age, you should stop, right? My reply to that is, what is your definition of made it?
Right.
Definitely.
Because to me, you've made it if you're a certain age and people are still mentioning your name.
Yep.
And people are still considering you relevant in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason for you to keep going.
Yeah.
So my question to you though is, what is your definition of made it? Like, what are your goals for yourself as an artist?
So even going back when I was still working 40 hours a week, as a kid, before, you want to play baseball, football, whatever, before any of that can happen, I just want a nice house. I want to live in a nice community, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I did that through work.
Yeah.
So anything that I do outside of work, that's a side hustle. Yeah. That's a
hobby.
It was at one point when I was working, it was a hobby. Now this is my job.
Right.
So to say made it is to say that I'm still where I am. I'm not selling shit. I'm not pawning shit.
Right.
I'm not asking nobody to help me pay my bills. I'm not begging motherfuckers, go listen to my album, buy my CD. I got product. I got shit I can sell.
Yeah.
So to me, made it is being in position to go to the next level.
Yep. Right.
And if you ain't in position, I don't give a fuck what sport, whatever it is you do. If you ain't in position, you can't win. So you can't make it if you ain't in position. So positioning is everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Nigga already made it. People get made it mixed up with
Fame.
A dollar amount of fame.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you know how many motherfuckers you ain't never seen that's millionaires in music?
I'm for me.
Because they back here.
Mhm.
They
They're
back
not
here,
in
bro.
that spotlight,
And don't want to
though.
be seen.
And
You
don't
know what I'm
want to be
saying? But you can't say, bro, you this age and you ain't made it. Bro, how is it that I ain't made it? And the same niggas that's talking to me, you gotta come back to me, bro.
Right.
You gotta utilize me. So evidently, bro, I'm where you're trying to be because I gotta help you at some stage, bro.
Exactly. And like for me, I'm sitting here, I'm 47. I've been relevant
Young ass nigga.
in the Dallas music scene since I
Forever.
was like 16 years
Forever.
old, bro. And I've helped all of these people that you've seen on your TV, from the Mo 3s to the Trap Boy Freddies to the Yellow
Yep.
Bees to all of these people, bro. They have crossed my path at some point
Yep.
in their careers. So to me, that's my made it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really looking, I never wanted to sign to a label and be a workhorse for a label and none of that shit. I just wanted to educate my people on how to get in the business and be
But
able
yeah, Yellow Beezy did his album release.
at my
at
store.
your store.
Yeah. The day he actually got signed, and not the day he got signed, but he had to leave me to go take a meeting with Jay Prince.
Yeah.
Jay Prince was in town, and they had to go meet them at Papa Do's and take a meeting and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like this was before That's On Me, baby, and
Yeah,
all of that shit.
before
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Before
So,
that shit took off.
you know, I just done had the opportunity to see everything that's happened in my city that became major. I had the opportunity to have my hand in it or give some advice on it or to do something to help the motion of it. Because I had a store, I had the record store. So people would have to come and bring their music to me in order to get heard. You know what I'm saying?
See, just hearing that is so dope to me because LA, man, I don't know if y'all seen it. They got all the shit about the fraud going on.
Right.
They letting the motherfucking immigrants come in there and own up. In my community, and I say my community, I'm talking about every black community that I go to. All the liquor stores is owned by others. All the restaurants is owned by others. You know, we may get one here, one there, but for the most part, we're not getting no loans. So to hear that you was a young man like that owning a business, being from where I'm from, we didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I love about Texas is this opportunity like a motherfucker out here.
Oh, yeah.
And people actually taking advantage of the opportunities. So that's dope.
So yeah, bro, it's like for me to see it, like I went from, we used to be trying to sell Dallas music and they would be like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't got nothing else. Like I want to hear the dudes from over here. I want to hear, like y'all say, East Coast had it, then West Coast had it, then so we trying to sell this homegrown. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So now they're asking, what you got new from the city? Oh, you got them new Dallas boys?
That's how
oh, you got this, that, and you got
Yeah.
this, you got that. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me happy to see where the city has grown from to where we are right now.
You know what I said? I was watching some of the performances out here a couple of weeks ago, and what I said was that mainstream artists is going to start to fade away, and the local independent artists are going to start popping up and start being locally. So we don't need a big artist that goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But if we got our artists here and we prop them up the same way we do that big artist, I'm telling you, the indie artists, the local indie artists is about to be it. The NBA playoffs is going on. When New York is playing, you see they be playing Jay-Z. When them other small places they be playing Jay-Z too. Like they need to be playing their local artists in their moments, get your crowd going and type of shit.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling that the indie artist is about to be the new big artist.
Yeah.
And just going off of that, if motherfuckers, I talked to you about it, but if motherfuckers utilize their funds the correct way, cause it take money.
Yeah.
It don't take a lot no more, but it take money. But you got motherfuckers who steady paying to perform. Skip forward them motherfucking shows that you paying to perform, and that money that you would have paid to perform, invest that in yourself on some other shit, because open mic night ain't always gonna put you where you need to be. And then you have rap celebrities that come to the city and they eat like a motherfucker, and then you loose brain niggas, y'all paying whatever so much to be in a section and open up for a motherfucker. And you know what you just paid for? A social media post, my nigga.
Yeah.
That's all you did. Cause when you go open up for whoever, you got some motherfucker holding the camera. Like you said, it ain't like these motherfuckers finna sign you right there and take you on the road. You paying all this money to open up for a celebrity name that's finna get their money and get the fuck on. Yeah. And all you left with is
the video.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna put you nowhere. Take that, whatever you spent.
Yeah.
Put it in yourself, bro.
No, for real.
That's facts.
Say, man, you know what, bro? I'm really enjoying this shit. Can't keep going for long, man. But
we gotta do this in chapters.
Yeah. My boy,
You gonna say it right?
I'm trying to
say it right. Zook.
I speak how this shit. I speak how it spell. Take the Z off and put a B there. What it say? Book.
Yeah, buddy.
Zook.
Zook.
So I'm just saying. So Zook, man, tell people where they can find your albums, your social media, Facebook, Instagram, anything. You know.
And go to all the streaming platforms. It's Zook Hella Official. Hella like Hella Official, like official without the O. Hella Official. Zook Hella Official. Please tap in. I say please. People don't really follow me and all that on the social media. I'm not big on it. I be trying to work and grind, so I need to step my social media game up. But follow me. I say follow me, but I really say fuck with me because we ain't really followers. Yeah. So if you fuck with me, I fuck with you back. Right. At Got Zook at all platforms like you got milk, GOTZOOK. Okay. At me, I at you back.
Already. So y'all,
we appreciate you for coming.
I thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, man, this been a whole nother segment of Eat the Bone TV.
Definitely good. We get to know you personally.
That's a big thing.
Real shit. My boy Bush and stepped in here. Y'all know this.
Yeah,
I taught this nigga how to rap. Anyway.
And I appreciate that.
Looking ass boy. Looking ass boy. Nah, Mr. Clip in the building. I'm fucking with y'all.
Yeah, say it.
Say it. Zook, nigga. It's Zook. I said Zook. That's just my lingo. I'm just fucking Zook in the building. You know what I'm saying? This shit.
You know, I look at it the same way you spell bazooka.
I look at it the way you spell book. Take the Z out book. So I say
bazooka.
Zook.
Bazooka.
The gun food.
Yeah.
All right, bazooka.
Zook. That is.
God, goddamn.
So they gonna not keep flavor.
No.
Just like this zebra shit.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. It's another fire episode of Eat the Bone TV with my nigga Zook.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? My nigga BC.
Yeah, look, we need to have some applause in the background.
My co-host 10. Just 10.
Just 10. That's it.
All right. Well, y'all, we finna get out this thing. Ain't no followers over here. Fuck with me, I fuck with you. Zook.
Right.
Zook.
You know what I'm saying? Zook, goddammit.
The man with the plan.